Welcome, welcome, Pickleball people. This is Sundance, the regulars. We are off to the roaring, rolling game. Pickleballs are flying everywhere, and we're bringing you all the action, all the excitement, non-stop content, and you guys are going to be super excited at the action of these athletes tonight. Really excited. I'm Josh Smith, got Connor Bernal with me, and we are going to be bringing you scores, little commentary, and maybe, Connor, even some humour, dare I say.
Hey, we'd love to see it, Josh. It's great to be back with you. We're excited to see some real action tonight after a very fun preseason in the summer.
Yeah, I tell you that last week where we had a kind of a break, a rest, if you will, I was dying. I wanted to get back in this spot and see these athletes compete. You get kind of like, I don't know, you get a taste for it, right? Getting my adrenaline to this level on a weekly basis, I can't go without it.
I know. I almost packed up my things on Monday evening and headed to the club and realized, oh, we're taking it.
And full disclosure for those listening, we actually may or may not have gone and found some local rec play, hooked up the mics and just got in the action, because I tell you what, it's so fun to see these pickleball players compete, to see this go down. We're at Club Pickleball USA. If there's anybody in the area, feel free to come on out. We would love to have you. And for those tuning in, again, we're grateful to have you with us. It's going to be exciting, it's going to be fun, and we're going to keep it rolling.
On court one tonight, we're going to have a rematch of, I think it was the week one matchup, Josh. It's going to be Team Homer against Team Smith.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure this is the first match that we saw 4 weeks ago. And Team Homer took it in kind of a surprising fashion.
Yeah, that was, I'm not going to say upset, but I tell you what, if I had a bet, I probably wouldn't have bet on the outcome as it unfolded. Really exciting for us to see it. It just goes to show, all of these folks here are here to play. They're all extremely talented, and, you know, it's anyone's ball game on any night. That's pickleball, right?
And to add to it, the rally scoring factor, that's how we're playing in the Sundance League. So every point, every serve is going to be a point for either the winning or the losing team at that point. So with rally scoring, the tide can turn really fast.
Yeah.
Teams can get momentum. Server scoring, obviously you can take a little more risks when you're serving because
it doesn't hurt you.
The team, but now you've got to play a balanced game of pickleball.
Yeah, and like we've said before, when a team is serving, they have to be serving to win, right? So match point tonight's going to be what, 19 or 20? 20. Match point.
Match point will be 20.
Okay.
So yeah, we're playing at 21.
Playing at 21. Looks like these Team Homer, Team Smith are off to the races. We're going to get started here. Zeros apiece. Shade of serve. Wow. Okay, Liz is here to play. Firing away. Good spot. Side out. 1-0, Maddie. Oh, that sails long. Good serve. Deceptive. Just kept on sailing. Really good. 2-0. Top spin, 2E, nice drive. Maddie and Liz, they're off to a great start. 3. Wow, another ripping bomb. We've seen nothing but serves and thirds, and this thing is crazy out the gate.
Serves and thirds is right. Some power thirds from both Liz and Maddie at the top of your screen.
So, oh, tough.
Into the first dinking rally of this matchup.
Yeah, it might have been out. I don't know. There, it was high. Shay kind of pulled off of it. She wasn't committed to responding, but we'll never know. 5-0.
Man, what a first couple.
So that's the first side out, and I want to say 5, right? 0-5?
I think that's right. Score's 5.
Okay, 0-5. Did you say 5-1?
5-1. Yeah,
oh, I got you.
Team Homer.
I didn't even know they scored.
Just on the, just the rally point serving there.
Oh, he pinched it out of our hands. Everyone's ready to go.
That ball coming to the sidelines.
Oh, that's such a good third.
Wow.
I mean, it pulled Maddie off the court. What's she supposed to do, right? Liz cruises over as best as she can, but it leaves a vacant court.
When you put a drop like that in the far corner to the opponent's back,
just opens everything up. Same pattern. Maddie says not this time. Oh, Maddie touches one knowing it was out.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You're there ready to rip it, and muscle memory just kind of smacks that ball if it comes anywhere near your paddle.
Yeah. Nice bounce.
I like it. I like it. She got what she wanted. It was a dead dink. She was ready for the speed up. I'm really liking what we're seeing to get started, Josh. There's a balance of some hard shots, some good dinking at the net.
Yeah, out the gate. Oh, what a spot. Put it behind her, just barely out of her forehand reach.
What do you think about that lefty there? She switched paddles to go into her
subtle, man. Like she's
one.
done it before. Once or twice, I suspect. Nice drop. Good speed up. When that ball bounces nowadays, it's just so easy to put topspin roll on it and keep it in.
You know, gone are the days where they just
Yeah.
get 30 points without 30
Yeah.
rallies without attacking the ball.
Yeah, high ball, good finish. Yeah, really good.
We'll get to it in a second, Josh, but you'll notice that Liz Boydson is there at the top of your screen playing on Team Smith, subbing for Brenna Murray, who's out of town this week.
That's how it worked. I was wondering what they're going to do. I knew Brenna wasn't going to be here, but I wasn't sure who was filling in, so that answers that.
Which, you know, if there's a week to be gone, ideally it's none of them, but it's the first week, so hopefully it doesn't hurt them too bad.
Maddie going for it. 7. Let's see if Team Homer is 10. I mean, if Team Smith 10, yeah. Nice. Yeah, pulled Aaron off the court and just rolled it. Really good.
And with that, they get the change over
11-7
Team Smith.
And rolling.
Pretty good start to that matchup. I like it. I mean, obviously, Team Smith came out firing away with their thirds, getting a couple easy points. Team Homer settled in. We started to see some good dink rallies, some smarter decisions.
Yeah, and with that, 4-point spread, right? And so they're really going to be chasing a little catch-up here. I think with that freeze, though, it really is anyone's game. Those leads aren't as significant as they once were.
Yeah, 100%. And honestly, when you're out there playing and you've got 2 or 3 points when you're coming back and the other team's frozen, it's almost like the odds are in your favor. Like the
totally.
Side.
The other team has to take it. They have to win it. And it's a little tricky to do that when you got good opponents. Here we go. Back rolling. Maddie to serve. 7-11. 11-7. Oh my goodness, Liz got back on that. That's a nice ball.
With her backhand, too.
Yeah. Chasing it, hungry. 12-7. And Aaron knows exactly what to do with that one.
Yeah, that's a really smart play because Aaron knows her partner's back, and so a high ball like that, she's ready to poach in with the put away. Oh, and an unfortunate serve there by Shay.
About an inch. Good call. Maddie's watching it. Backing up Liz on that call. I heard a U from Shay, and then Shay takes it. I like that. Adjustment.
Sometimes the brain and the body don't always work
right.
in sync.
Oh, big roll. Big speed up. Nothing doing there. Nothing at all. Oh, good attempted block. Not quite able to reset that into the kitchen, but going for it all the same.
That's 2 balls our way tonight. I think we might be getting hit at one point.
Nice return. Oh, tough. Liz looking to get a ball in the kitchen that she can dink with, but not able to slow that sucker down. Yeah.
No, and it really was a fantastic setup by Erin there. She gets the nice speed up and she stays with it, ready for the put away on the next shot.
Nice returns. Chase down. Oh, good wheels. Maddie committed to the cause.
Yeah, that's tough. She was going for the overhead, couldn't reach it, but she still hustled back and
yeah,
got a
she hit it back like it hit the net. It hit the net. You get one more ball over. Watch what happens.
You never know, right? That's such a key in pickleball. Is one more ball and another missed serve by Shea, so that makes it
12.
So
Did I hear a 12?
That sounds right. 16-12, I believe, is the score now.
Yep. Oh, wow. 17-12? I'm butchering the scorecard here. 17-12?
That sounds right.
Yeah. Oh, good serve. 18-12. I got to say, Team Smith really getting a bunch from the serve. That could be their 4th or 5th.
Yeah, this is slowly slipping out of hand.
Oh, nice looking dig attempt. That's nice looking.
It was good. Liz was deciding if she was going to take that ball out of the air or just dig it. She does decide to let it bounce, and it was just a little short.
13-18. Yeah, big finish from Maddie. 19-13 side out, approaching game, potentially. Nice drive. Tricky drive. Right at the chicken wing hip. Really hard to respond to.
Yeah, and a timeout by Team Homer. See, on that one, you could see that I think it was Liz, or maybe it was Maddie, who hit a good serve. And so the return came short, and it was about in the middle of the court. And so, I mean, if you're serving the ball and you get a short return, your eyes open up big, and you know you're driving that ball, whoever's moving their feet or coming to the net. And so that's what happened there. It was just a great setup.
And the recipient of the serve, yes, short, but because they're on their heels taking a heavy pressure serve, it's a cut sometimes, just causes it to backspin and bounce high as well as short. Great serve. 20-13. Oh, tough. Missing an overhead, but that'll do it. Team Smith taking out Team Homer 21-13. What'd you think?
I liked it. I thought, obviously, Team Smith there started out with a good 5-0 start. Team Homer got back into it. They made it within 3 or 4 points. And then there was just a couple shots here and there where Team Smith snuck away with it. I think it's a great start to the night. A couple errors. I'm sure those ladies will polish that up when we get to mixed. But overall, good start to the evening.
Really good stuff. We are only going to get one matchup tonight, so this is it. Team Homer, Team Smith, this is it tonight. So buckle up, enjoy the action. We're going to keep it all coming to you, keeping the scores, we're keeping the film rolling, and we're just going to dive into the next one when these guys are warm.
Josh, let's catch up our viewers here, let them know what's happened in the past with the preseason.
Yeah, so 4 weeks, right, of qualifying, if you will. How many teams made it through? How many did we have?
We had, I believe, 12 teams, 12-ish
initially,
teams,
you mean?
Signed up for the Sundance League, and only 8 teams have made it through. So yeah, over the course of those first 4 weeks in the preseason, 2 teams every night were guaranteeing their spot in the regular season. It was really fun. 2 weeks ago, we had some really close matches across the 6 teams that were left fighting for the final 2 spots. Anyway, so in that preseason, we had a handful of teams that were trying to get into the main season. We are now into the main season. It's week 1. And these teams are fighting, Josh, for no small price.
No. 20 grand is, you cut me a check for that, I'll cash it tomorrow. That's a real purse, and really excited for the sponsors that have gotten involved and helped make this event possible.
And these aren't just random players. These are some of the best players in Utah. You know, we're not seeing the top pros that some of our viewers might be familiar with from the PPA, but these are all the up and comers. This is everyone who's trying to break it into that scene. Yeah,
and many of them have competed on the PPA tour in the pro level, looking to make their mark, looking to get to the next level. And this is a really great stage for them to be able to do it, a great avenue. Some of these players have had great collegiate pickleball careers.
Some great collegiate tennis careers.
Excuse me, did I say pickle?
That too. Hey, I think a handful of these fellas.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Were just in Dallas.
That's
this last
true.
weekend
For the
competing
collegiate, yeah.
Collegiate.
Isn't that fun that that's kind of becoming a thing now? Like pickleball at the college level, not too much longer, and we're obviously going to see scholarships, right? As the viewership increases and as the popularity of the sport continues to steamroll forward, we're going to be able to see legitimate, straight-up scholarships for these athletes, which is fun. And I don't want to get over the tips of my skis here, but did someone say Olympics? Let's go.
Put it on the calendar. It's
hey,
coming.
I wanted surfing to be in the Olympics forever, and when they finally announced that, it told a small boy from Christie's Beach, South Australia, that anything's possible. Can I just say that?
I got to say, don't give up the dream. You can still make it.
Yeah, they had it. All right, well, we're about to get started here. We have Team Smith.
Team
Ryan
Smith is on
and
the bottom. Yep.
hang on, not yet. Josh and Ryan are on the same side of the court, so we're not starting yet. Once. One of my favorite things in pickleball is seeing these players explode. It's just so fun to see them when they first discover the game. They come along bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, big smiles on their face. What is this pickle, you say? And then before you know it, they're firing away at levels that are just ridiculous.
Yeah, and there's a learning curve for sure, because I think when a lot of these guys and these ladies started playing pickleball, people wanted to smack the ball, right? And it takes some humbling. It takes getting beat by, in my case, it was a group of elderly folk. Must have been in their 60s or 70s, and absolutely destroyed me and my friend who thought we were, young, athletic college kids. We just got wrecked. And that's when we realized, there is a different strategy to this game. There's the soft game, right? So fun to see how that has progressed, but also at the same time, it's fun to see how elements of tennis, paddle technology, top spin have changed pickleball. So there is still some soft touch, some dinking, but man, has the aggression and the offense really picked up in the last couple of years.
It's I've realized recently that I'm probably my opinion's unpopular in that I admittedly really enjoyed long dinking rallies. I thought I wasn't the only one. I think I might have been. That's okay. I like the fast stuff too, and we're getting more and more of it. All right, folks, we're going to get started here. 0s apiece. Run to serve. Nice drop. First blood. Team Smith on the board. Nice speed up. Ones apiece. Oh, it's a good look.
Sometimes just enough topspin will, even though your ball is high, it comes off your opponent's paddle a little too
long.
Down.
Nice serve.
Duncan kind of just sticks his paddle in there. Maybe he didn't need to, but pops it high a little bit, and Team Smith gets the finish.
Clips net and sails long. Oh, tough. Yeah.
Ryan
they just never recovered from the net, right? Not really. The ball was never offensive. Oh, it's a good take. He did the right thing. I love Jake's feet. I love that he came and imposed his will. Couldn't quite get over the top of it enough to keep it in, but that's the right shot.
It's a sneaky shot for sure.
Side out. For something. If anybody ever wants to come and help us with the score, feel
4-4.
free. Yeah, that's out of the court. That's the angle. Doesn't even have to be hard when you hit it like that. That's a winner. That ain't coming back.
Josh, we have a luxury tonight. We have official scorekeepers at the booth next to us.
Fantastic. I need to glance at their score.
Ryan comes over a bit too much there. It's helpful when you have a righty-lefty combo. That means that the middle of the court is always going to be well protected. In that case, I think Ryan came over just a bit too much and put that one in the net.
Was 5 apiece. Now 6-5, side out. Ryan to serve. Or baseline. Oh, and just wide. Great stuff. I tell you what, that return caught the back edge of the back edge. 6 apiece. Nice roll. So much spin on it. It was really hard for Team Homer to be able to kick that out.
Josh, the last time we saw these teams face each other, I remember Duncan and Josh at the top of your screen had some wicked third shots.
Oh, yeah. And I don't think anybody was expecting what they were bringing. Caught a lot of folks off guard.
Yeah, I'm noticing I don't see it so far as much tonight. Josh particularly had some insane topspin drops. I want to see more of that tonight because it really set up some points for his partner to
Yeah,
poach.
he was going at it. Oh, it's in. That's a good roll.
Those are hard
I mean, what are you going to do?
leave.
It was head high and hard. That's a great shot, great roll.
Yeah, it is. It is a good shot. Perfect pace, perfect height.
Good serve, 9-7. Okay, bit of momentum feeling here. Yeah, nice block. That block kind of handcuffed Ryan. There wasn't quite able to recover from that bad boy.
Maybe it's just me, but I sense a bit of fire, too, from Team Smith after taking the L from this team a couple weeks ago.
Something to prove, and I like that. Oh, tricky spin.
It happens so much where you get a short ball like that dribbles off the net, and as you would say, Josh, you want to get a little cheeky with it.
I may or may not have said that once or twice. Oh, that's a nice speed up.
That was also a very sneaky shot. You don't always expect that. It's honestly, it's kind of a low percentage shot because it's right after the drop. It's kind of expected, but Jake puts it in the right spot and gets away with it there.
Jake closing, not quite able to capitalize, blocks that short in the net. So side out, 10s apiece. Both teams really looking to create the gap that they need to sail into the back end. Oh, that one's going to be high. Miss here, unfortunate error, but it's a 1-point spread. So side change here. Team Smith edging out Team Homer, 11-10. Not much of a timeout looking here. Good momentum. All 4 athletes like it.
Yeah, I think if one team was up by a significant amount, then I think it makes sense to take your time in the changeover. It's a pretty even match right now, so if they're feeling it, they're in the groove, then just jump right back in.
Yeah, quick tap of the paddles and back to business. 11-10. That's great to come out of the side change with that. With authority. 11's apiece.
And I know Duncan's a buff dude, but that paddle sure helps him out a little bit.
Yeah, he can hit hard. That one fading. Ryan not quite able to cut it back over. 12-11, Team Homer taking the lead. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's so good. 12's apiece.
I swear, half of pickleball is just being ready for the ball to come back.
Yeah, it's reaction, it's reflex. Ball called long. Side out. 13. 12.
We do not want missed serves. You can't give away easy points like that. Luckily, we've seen it from both teams. So
Yeah. Nice little cut dink from Duncan. Okay, so with that, Team Homer takes the 2-point spread, 14-12. Duncan a serve. Oh, big winding drop. Ryan going for all of it and then some, but not able to get it back.
Yeah, a couple of uncharacteristic misses there by Ryan. He normally
so.
is consistent there, but he's put a couple of his backhand volleys into the net.
Oh, and in. That's a clip of the cable you'll never forget.
Josh, I thought we were going to have a bit of a dinking rally there, but unfortunately, no.
No.
Speed up early on.
Team Smith says no. No dice. We're going. So it's 13-15. Jake serve. He's so ready. He's so ready. It's so hard. That was a high ball. Duncan did great speeding it up, but when Jake's standing there with a big old wall in front of him, what are you going to do? It's a good block. And that long return makes things even tougher.
Just like that. They tie it back up.
Homo. Oh, now look at this swing. This is a wild game. So all of a sudden, we're at 16-15. 17-15. They might be thinking about a timeout anytime soon. Whoops. 17-15. Yeah. It's good ball. It's good finish.
There's not a huge advantage to pop up the ball. I wouldn't recommend it. But if you do pop up the ball, at least you know it's high and you're ready for the counter.
That's exactly right. That's a good point. Yeah, that's clean. It's good feet.
That is a great
He's
shot.
So fast.
Let's have a look at this replay and see.
He's ridiculous.
And he was clear, nowhere near the line.
Yeah, no, not even close. And he was waiting on it. He knew it was coming. 17s apiece. And a long return.
Josh, how many missed serves and service returns have we seen?
We're seeing it. These guys are pressing it on the serve and on the serve return. Oh, wow. That's a nice hooking forehand roll that he stepped right over, took the space, got it done. 18s. Oh, wow. Nice drop. 19-18.
That was an attackable ball. It was there, but Jake just rushed the net, and so I think Duncan might have heard the footsteps there. And
game point Eve. And it sails long. Wow.
That was a fun one.
Ernie defense.
Ernie defense.
What, are you not entertained, people?
Couple of digs. Yeah, we love to see it.
19. Oh, it's in. Yeah, that's a tough. I would have let it bounce too. It was sailing. It caught edge. All right, with that game point, Team Homer could do it right now. 20-19, Duncan. Oh, same spot. It was right there. Really good.
That's
really
tough.
Good stuff. So Team Homer taking out Team Smith 21-19. I'm exhausted already.
I know. That got the nerves going in that.
So there was one ball in that last point that was out.
Totally out.
Josh, what do you do? Here's the thing. I've thought about this a lot, and I'd be curious what the folks at home are thinking as well. So if you're on, chime in the chat. When there's a ball that is going out, and we all do that kind of that funny little dead slap where we don't hit it, but we just kind of freeze. We turn into a little statue. Our grip is weak, so it usually doesn't even go over. Indecision, I think, is worse than hitting an out ball.
Absolutely.
Just hit it if you can. So, it's so hard when you're trying to let that thing sail, but your brain wants to do that, but your hands are already no. And you're in this no man's land of thinking one thing, your hand still hasn't got the message yet.
It's so hard. It really is one of the hardest skills in pickleball because it's so much a muscle memory thing. But then again, sometimes balls are slow enough just to get you to think about it. That can cause a lot of errors. So they get one. They save them on the out ball, but luckily for them, the counter was actually in. And they sneak away 21-19. So haven't seen the freeze implemented yet in any of these first two games. But we are now on to our mixed matchups. Looks like from Team Smith we're going to see Maddie and Ryan.
You make a good point. So we haven't seen a freeze yet, have we?
Haven't seen a freeze yet. Yeah, when the serving team gets to 20, they have to win on their serve.
That's right. All right. So this is going to be the first mixed game of this matchup. Looks like we've got Josh and Aaron taking on Maddie and Ryan. Should be a really fun one. We'll get these scores updated for you guys here. Just like that. So you know what, Connor, I got to tell you, if we had a little longer, it would be enjoyable to be able to just talk through some of these things that are happening in between. Now, it's quick, we don't have a chance, but from what I saw in that exchange, neither team really wanted to dink.
No.
They kind of want to fire.
Absolutely. I mean, you saw it, especially with Jake, whenever he would get a ball transitioning to the net, or even one of the first few dinks, he was speeding up right away.
Yeah.
I think they just wanted to turn into a firefight.
If you can roll the ball, if that ball bounces even like, I don't know, knee height, you can roll it with enough pace for it still to be able to catch baseline when it's in. So you're going to take chances, because that one's a guarantee. So you're going to take chances. And
but it's best to be the aggressor, you know? It's never a great position to be in when you're just waiting for your opponent to speed it up, and they're sitting there comfy because they know that you're not going to speed it up.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. I was reading something the other day, and I liked it because it was kind of a reminder, and it talked about the receiving team being on defense from the beginning of the game because of the second bounce rule. And it was a good reminder that, the serving team, right, going to be on defense out the gate because of the second bounce rule. The receiving team, unless, bar it being a really unusually good serve, the receiving team is going to get net, almost automatically. They hit the serve return, they run on in and get their toes on the line.
Right.
The team that served that ball then has to make some choices about how they're going to neutralize position, right? Get to the line as well. And more we're seeing teams just get to maybe transition and decide, well, ball's high enough.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to pick my fight right here.
Hey, halfway to the net is good enough.
Halfway to the net. When in doubt, swing away. Though, that's because the ball is higher. Especially if they're volleying it. If you're volleying it and the ball is low, that's just not a good strategy.
Yeah.
If it's a volley. Now, ground stroke, you've got some options. But if it's a volley, you really have to respect it. If it's not high enough, you're kind of taking some risk, right?
Yeah, there's a balance for sure.
But I'll say this, someone needs to drop a graph. I bet if we Google it, there's something online where you're going to see kind of like a gap between how close you are in relative to how high the ball is for your volley, green light, red light. Someone needs to find that because I bet it's good. All right. Zeros, Aaron serve, we're away. Not quite there on the third. Side out. Team Smith taking first point by virtue of rally scoring. 1-0, Maddie. It is mixed ball.
Very well set up there. A nice little chest move by Aaron, getting the speed up and then the put away.
Yeah, great stuff. One's apiece. Josh. It's a nice drop. Oh, Maddie got the text.
So if you're going to speed it up, you do have to speed it up. That's the one thing. I think Aaron thought about it maybe for just a second too long there and gave kind of a half speed up, and Maddie was just so ready for it.
Waiting, sat on it. That one sails on. Great serve, Team Smith. 3-1. Maddie. Oh, wow. Ryan able to defend.
Josh, this is not going to be a traditional mixed matchup because Ryan Smith is lefty.
Yeah.
And we'll discuss why in just a second.
Oh, wow. Power. What were you thinking? Go on, talk to me.
Yeah, so normally in a mixed setup, you have the guys are going to be across from each other and the ladies are across from each other. But in this case, because Ryan's a lefty, now we put the genders right in front of each other.
Wow, Maddie's swinging for the rafters on that one.
And Josh, we're going to see more of this. Yeah, because of that different setup, we're going to see the ladies dinking at each other straight on, which will lead to more speed ups and aggression by the ladies.
Good lob.
Oh, fantastic lob by Maddie.
Oh, he went for it.
I like it. Changing it up.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'll say this, at 6-1. (7-1). Maddie. That one sails long. She's got 3 of those now, I think.
I don't know what's in the air, but we're seeing a lot of
errors. It's a little colder in here tonight. I think the ball might be a little tougher. Oh, Maddie had the thought. All right, so with that, the drought has been broken. Team Homer, side out, 2-8. Looking to squeeze this margin a little bit.
Ryan was ready to kill that ball coming down the middle.
He was. All right, that'll do it. Scores is 3-8. Oh, it catches edge. It catches edge. So with that, 9-3, side out.
What a reach by Maddie. She got her paddle there just in time. That was great center coverage.
A lot of space. Oh my goodness. Josh, clean up.
Yeah, 6. I mean, those were really good dinks by Ryan and Maddie. Aaron just got the ball back 1 more point, and then, these angle dinks, it ended up with Josh for a nice little put away.
4-9. Wow, spinning serve return.
Yeah, that is a very strong return by Ryan. Makes that third shot much harder.
10-4. Great defensive effort. Maddie hit another 4 balls past what I think we expected. That's great.
Absolutely. She was sitting there point blank on that overhead by Aaron, and she got it back like it was nothing.
And over. That's what it takes. Oh, nice ball. Josh swinging, getting them to 6-10. Margins 4.
This is big. Let's see if Team Homer can get some momentum before the changeover.
Yeah, Ryan finishing that with ease.
And they did. They got a couple points there. I think that's good. Yeah. So they go into the second half of this matchup with a little more momentum.
Certainly less than desirable for Team Homer right now with the 5-point spread. Obviously, they would like to be in it. But again, we've said it before. With rally scoring, anything, literally anything could happen. And the freeze. Rally scoring and the freeze. The combination of those two things, we see all sorts of comebacks.
I think what Team Homer is doing now is a great strategy. It's a 5-point difference. In rally scoring, that's pretty substantial. Yeah. And so on this changeover, use it as a free timeout. Relax, talk. We don't see teams do that enough. They just change over, take a sip of water, and they jump right into it. Yeah. So Team Homer over here taking their time, talking things over. I like it.
Yeah, and what's interesting, once that 4-point margin kind of got established, or 4 or 5 points, it didn't grow. It's just stayed pretty static. The points are moving, but the spread's the same. So I think Team Homer's got it under control. Let's see if they can squeeze out now and get back in this game. That's a nice little roll. Aaron coming out big. Good shot. 7-11. Great start. Josh to serve. Oh, wow. Ooh. Ryan with a phenomenal 4th shot. It's a good third. I mean, what are you going to do?
From our angle, it looked like that dink by Ryan just barely caught the line.
Yeah, I saw in. I saw good. Tough serve. Oh, off the net. Aaron able to keep that thing in play. That was great hands.
I wonder how often, when your partner yells out, I wonder how often people actually pay attention to that. I feel like there's no time to react.
It's that brain to muscle memory that we talked about earlier. Yeah, nice bounce.
That was not out by that much.
No,
that was a pretty good eye by Aaron.
It's a good roll, good call. 9-12. Josh a serve. That one fires long. We're back to a 4-point spread, but it was 3 for a moment. 13-9, Maddie. Oh.
That was
he had one speed. He had one speed in that point.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I don't know if the backhand slice speed up was the shot he wanted, but he got it.
He made it work. Wow. Good digs. Good digs.
Josh, what do we always say in points like that? It's always the easy one.
Yeah, that's right.
You try your hardest to absolutely dig these balls, and then it's the easy one that goes in the net.
Nice finish. With authority. 15-10, Maddie. Like we talked about, looking to earn the coveted kitchen line. Or a high ball, one of the two, right? Oh, it's in. That's a nice shot. Ryan really quick to call that good. Fantastic shot. Josh, in my mind's eye, was that a two-y?
It was a two-y. It was a pretty looking two-y.
Fantastic roll. Oh, that's a good Ernie. Anticipating the high ball.
And Josh, we're front and center to Duncan jumping the line and get a nice little grunt right before he hit that ball.
Ryan, he took a breath and got it done. Dare I say.
I like it.
There, that's nice. There was that first one that Maddie let bounce. I'm guessing she wishes she had of attack, but after that it was on. 13. 16. Oh, wow. Really good touch. Ryan able to keep that thing under control. And with that, earned the point. 17-13. And rolling. Great defense. Oh, nice effort. Good hustle.
I like the idea. You know, Ryan is staying aggressive. He's gotten several before.
Oh yeah, and he'll get more again. He can pull that off all day long. Uncharacteristic slip. I think his soul just blew out. Quick call out.
Oh my gosh, I thought that ball was in. It did bounce out, but when Josh made contact,
they could feel it, right? Oh, and they returned the favour. Looks like they might have taken a little bark off his shin. The adrenaline's backing off and he can feel it now. We have 15-18.
Couple of those by Josh. Yeah, he's hunting. Yeah. So, again, because of the mixed dynamics here in mixed and the gentlemen being in front of each other, we're seeing a lot more Ernies because there's more straight-on dinking.
Yeah. 16-18. They've squeezed it to 2 points. Going back to the dink. Ryan working backhand cross. Aaron goes straight. Ryan steps back to the backhand. Net tip and ATP for good measure. That was a great point. Point of the match so far. Fantastic pickle.
And Ryan lets out a little yell there too, like a Tarzan yell. I like it. Get 19. Pumped up when you hit a good shot.
16. Yeah, a little celebration. It's good stuff.
And then misses the third.
Hey, that's how it goes.
Hey, 17, it's okay.
19, side out. Josh to serve. Looking to get this thing maybe 1 or 2 points off this possession to stave off an approaching match point. And it's not going to work. Team Smith 20. Game point right here. 2017. They do not want to side out again. Ryan to serve.
Tremendous reset by Maddie.
Aaron volleying that one just a hair high. So Team Smith taking out Team Homer. 21-17. Okay, let's talk about that because I got a couple of thoughts. One, Team Homer were on the chase from the beginning. There was that 4 or 5 point spread and they never really were able to get, I don't think it was ever a draw, right? They never tied up the points.
Right. They were always kind of trying to claw their way back in.
And they got back to, what, 2? Did they get to a 2-point spread? Was 18...
Yeah, I think it was 18-16 or 19-17 at one point.
Yeah. So really good effort. Kind of chasing, trying to get back in it. But not quite able to overcome the hurdle there. As that finish line draws closer, Sadie likes it. As that finish line draws closer, you get a sense of urgency. And, in Team Smith's scenario there, what they have, 2017, they have a little bit of budget, right, with which they can...
Yes, it's in the budget. It's scary, though, right?
Yeah.
Because, with rally scoring the freeze. Yeah, exactly. The other team can come back and they can get some momentum, and that's a scary position to be in when you're serving and you just can't get any points and your opponent just comes creeping back.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fantastic.
So one thing that I like, and I've said this 1,000 times by now, but because the gentlemen were playing straight up and the ladies were playing right in front of each other in that mixed matchup, usually you see a lot of cross-court dinking by the ladies in mixed because generally the fellas are a little taller, they're a little longer, they can volley more balls out of the air, they can attack more balls. So that's why the ladies will get into these dinking battles. But because they were straight on, we saw more dinking straight on, which means, the net is higher when you're dinking straight on. More attacks, more hands battles.
Yeah.
There was one point that I really liked here. It was when Ryan hit the ATP, and it was a fantastic shot by Ryan. But I really liked that Erin stayed in the cross-court dinking with it.
Yeah, she got right back to it.
Yeah, I love in mixed when the ladies are like, hey, I'll take you on. I'll speed up at you. I'll dink with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the part you're talking about. It was... the ATP, if I remember correctly, was off a net tip.
It might have been off a net. Yeah, I can't remember.
Those ATPs, you still earn it, but an ATP off a net tip, I'm gonna call that an assisted ATP, right?
Yes.
Because sometimes it might touch the cable in the middle of the court and catch and roll, kick out, and you've got to look at ATP when the ball touched the cable in the middle of the court. So
maybe a bit of an alley-oop there.
Yeah, a little assist. It's all good. I got to tell you, they're some of the most satisfying ATPs when it catches net, kicks out, and it gives you a wide open look at your opponent's court. Hey, that's an assist. What are you going to do?
I can't tell you how many times, though, when you get a clear ATP like that and you hit the ball as hard as you possibly can and just send the ball sailing to the other court.
Yeah.
It's really hard to stay controlled in that moment when you have the clear ATP. Yeah. ATP obviously meaning around the post.
Yeah.
In pickleball, you don't have to hit it over the net. If you get a wide angle like that, you can just skip the net.
Takes the net out of play. And just comment, something that served me really well over the years is, as the defender of an ATP, guard the angle but never leave the court. Because I've seen so many people come out off the court and block an ATP that frankly was not going to be in. And if you keep your feet on the court, if you stay in the blue, you reduce the chance of you blocking something that was never going to be in. You weren't off the court. So the ball, if you're blocking it and you're standing on the court, chances are more so that it was going to be in.
Yeah, that's so true. So true. Again, court awareness, leaving a ball or playing it, depending on if it's in or out. I will say, though, like a year or two ago, Kyle Yates on the professional tour hit the most insane counter off an ATP. I think it was Riley Newman who had hit the ATP. I'm not positive. But Riley Newman had hit the ATP. The ball was really, really wide. So Riley Newman, he hit this ATP, but Kyle Yates saw that it was so wide, so he stood off the court, and he ATP countered the ATP. It was nasty.
Yes, I remember that.
Everyone kind of just sat there bewildered, what just happened?
How is that? Is that even possible? The geometry of pickleball started just redefining its rules right there.
There's a lot of geometry going on there.
Did that get on ESPN or anything?
It should have been. I don't know if pickleball was quite at that viewership yet, but it was a crazy shot.
Yeah, it was nuts. Yeah, really funny. ATP and the defender, the receiver, because it's singles, right?
No, this is doubles.
Doubles, okay.
Yeah.
So the receiver of the ATP waits and responds with another ATP from the other side, though.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
No, so ATP.
Oh, same side.
Oh, you've got to see it again. You've got to see it on video, because it's hard. Yeah, it's crazy.
I remember it being one of those moments where you're like, we haven't figured out this sport's possibilities yet.
100%. It's so fun to see it evolve.
We haven't tapped it. But enough about Kyle Yates and his ATP. We're about to kick things off here. Zeros apiece.
Game 4. And Josh, let me remind you, we are doing Dream Breakers.
Oh, my favorite.
So if we tie this up at 2-2, we are going to go into a singles Dream Breaker.
And that one sounds long. Team Homer, 1-0.
So Team Homer really needs this win if they want to extend the match.
Stay in it. Oh, barely. That could have clipped net, just didn't. Really close action.
Good shots by Liz. I think she might have saved Duncan on one of those, but again, you know.
Liz wasn't quite ready to receive that ball there. No harm, no foul. 2-0, Shea. Oh, he was sitting over it, but couldn't close, couldn't get over the top of it.
Couldn't quite get over it.
He was set up. He just
there.
couldn't get the angle on his paddle.
Yeah, I think it came just a little too close to his body and couldn't roll it. But
yeah, so with that, 1-2, Jake. Oh, he touched it. Nice little tennis slide for the action.
I like it.
We'll take it.
There was a minute there where it's like, oh, there's no way they're getting that. Oh!
This guy's an athlete.
Got a paddle on it.
This guy's an athlete. 3-1. Shea says, nuh-uh, not on my watch. Ball sails long. 4-1. Team Homer off to a great start. Nice defensive shot. For the
Josh,
catch,
what did I tell you?
For the win.
I told you we were going to get hit tonight, and luckily we were on it, but that was headed straight for my forehead.
We're going to need eye guards, mate.
Yeah. Not just the players, but the fans and the
5-1.
Commentators.
Oh, that's a good ball. 6-1. Third, fifth combo. Love it. Love all of that. 6-1. They are racing right now. Team Homer looking to survive this, to cut the dream breaker. Shea.
It's so funny how sometimes big points like that can be followed by such anticlimactic
points. Yeah,
points.
true. I don't know what it is. It's like the adrenaline dump or something. Jake reaching. He's reaching.
I like it.
Yeah.
Jake doesn't want to dink, and there are times when you got to dink.
Yeah. Yeah, and that'll, a net and a slow ball like that, it'll just make it tough for you to speed that up. But not that one. Shea able to touch it.
Nope, definitely not dinking that one.
3-7.
Good put away. Again, if you haven't seen rallies or MLP format rally scoring, it's first team to win 3 games of 4, and if it's tied 2-2.
Oh, Liz trying to get out the way, sailing long, not quite able to. Shea raises a paddle appropriately. Obviously, she's not trying to hit her. It's just one of those balls.
Yeah.
Went sailing. 8-3. Shea to serve. Oh, nice defense. Jake with the touch.
A little floater there.
They just watch it, stare at it, statues.
Duncan was on his tippy toes, ready to kill it, and then the ball just, slowly drifted to his right.
All right, 4-8 Liz. It's a good drive. Duncan pushing it back.
What I was saying earlier, Josh, is, it's first team to win 3 of the 4 matchups that we'll see, and if it's tied 2-2, we head to a dream breaker for, the 5th game tiebreaker.
9-4. Nice dinks. 10-4. Team Homer taking a commanding lead. Dare I say 6 is the biggest spread we've seen tonight. They're in great shape. Wow. Oh my goodness, the digs were fire.
That is quite a point to get a changeover on.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of momentum.
That's a statement point. I mean, there was how many overheads? I think Jake got 1 or 2. Liz certainly got 1. They just kept it coming.
Yeah.
They just kept coming.
It's like you said, it's getting one ball back. Extending the rally by 1 point, giving your opponent a chance to make an error. It happens more than you think.
Yeah. Yeah, and something interesting, I saw Liz and Jake hit the baseline, ready to roll, and then double back. I think this moment is wise. Take a settle moment,
Absolutely.
have a chat as a team, come up with a plan, right? Is the current plan working? If not, do we adjust it and try to persist, or do we nix it and go for something different that we haven't done yet?
And Team Home are trying to speed up this little delay. They take the court, and whether intentionally or not, or consciously or not, Team Smith also emerges, and we are back at it.
11-4. Wow, Shea reaching but pulled it off.
Shea got so much topspin on
really
that
did.
ball.
Cut it across. 12-4. Shea to serve. Gone for it. He's gone for it.
I can appreciate how much Duncan has improved his game over the last year.
It's ridiculous. I played with him like a year ago, and
wow,
he's a very different player.
Crazy dig by Liz there.
Oh, bounces wide. Tricky ball going out. Not a whole lot you can do about that one. 13-5. Wow. Just pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, the third, the finish. It's just pressure.
No, that's it. They are putting so much pressure from the very first point. It's the serve is deep, the third is powerful.
And the shape of these balls.
Josh, and you this is a perfect example. Your serve does not need to be hard.
No.
It just needs to be deep.
That's right. That's exactly right. Oh, he did it.
He gets it. He gets it.
Wow.
Whoa.
But what a get. He pancakes out
He
flat.
got it, though.
That's so good. I saw him do that when they were warming up. That's what I was telling you about. Do you remember when I said he
Oh,
dove
you're
and
right. He totally just did it again.
What he did.
It's a good thing he warmed
He
that
called
up.
the shot, folks. He called his shot. I watched him do it. Oh, yeah. Call is good. Call is out. Jake's gone with good. That's a classy moment there because they weren't 100% sure, but they've called it good. So with that, the score is 16.
Interesting. I think they're actually giving it to Team Homer. I thought that ball was out.
Score is 16-6. I think the challenge was they didn't completely agree immediately. They kind of looked at each other, had a bit of a chat. Somebody said, I saw one hand go down, one finger was up. Oh, wow. Duncan coming in for all of it.
Yeah, I know. He was ready to rip that ball. Liz puts it in a good spot. Yeah. I think there was some. The rule is, if your partner and you disagree on whether the ball's in or out, then it's in.
Yeah. Wow. All right, let's see if that gets some momentum here for Team Smith. That's nice. They're down 8-16, and they are moving.
8 is a sizable difference, but not impossible.
No, not at all. Especially in rally scoring. Okay, going back to the dink. Going back to Old Faithful. I liked it. It's smart.
Yeah.
17-8. Oh, wow. Wow, nice block off that cross.
Oh, Josh, one thing that Shea and Liz especially are known for is digging balls.
Yeah.
It's just extending these points. And when the ball comes back one more time, again, it's another chance for an error.
Oh,
Shea saved it. She saved it.
Tough volley from baseline.
It's really easy for us to call these balls in or out sitting comfortably in our chairs. But when you're in the game, in the action, it's really hard to do.
Yeah, Captain Hindsight in his 2020 vision, right? Shea must have had some of that Captain Hindsight 2020 vision because she wisely lets that thing sail. That's wide. So with that, game point even a chance to hail in the Dream Breaker. Nice speed up. Really nice speed. It's in. That ball's in. Shay has to respond to that. She can't let that one go.
And credit to Jake, we've gotten on him for speeding up a lot of these balls, but that's his game.
Yeah, he's great at it.
He does it well.
All
there
right.
it is again.
Yep.
Jake doesn't like to dink, and you know what? That's fine. If that's not your game, then don't play into a game that is not your strength.
Modern pickleball, man. You can go. And they are going. Yeah, okay. Okay, so with that, game point and Team Homer with a look at the at this game and Dream Breaker for the match. Shay to serve. 2011. Oh, Duncan saw it. He saw it. He wasn't quite able to get on it.
That was, yeah.
It was floating.
I guess it was an indecision. I was going to say it was indecision, but he started going and then realized, okay, I got to go for this ball.
It was floating past him. He wanted to touch it. I don't hate his choice, to be honest. He just wasn't quite able to get there. Nice roll. And finish. What is the call? Side out.
And
now they're frozen, so they will not score on that.
I mean, he absolutely murdered that ball. They just didn't even see if it was in or out, even though they were kind of looking that direction.
Yeah, it might. That one might have been long. We'll never know. Well, I guess we can always watch the replay. Nice third. Jake speeding up.
Yes, that's like the third or fourth time now that we've seen in this changeover in the last couple points. So
yeah, it's a great stand, and why not? That one will fly and be free.
Yeah, that one doesn't take much thought to leave. That one was definitely out. Oh, it looks like Team Homer is going to take a timeout on the offense.
I love it. I love an offensive timeout.
You like the offensive timeouts? Okay.
I mean, how many match points looks have they had? What they start at?
I think they've had 2 or 3 so far.
Yeah, and they don't want this thing to get out of hand. They're not interested in, Team Smith getting to 16, 17. Then the pressure starts building. Before you know it, you're playing a little tight. No. They're going to call it now. They're going to call it early. They're going to get together. They're going to have a chat, have a giggle.
They're laughing about it.
Let me tell you, it's well established that the ability to laugh in these tense moments is so beneficial. It flushes out some stuff in your system, gets a few different neurotransmitters firing. You're a different person.
Yeah, there's got to be science behind that for sure. It just chills you out.
I studied it a little bit in college.
Okay.
Yeah, psych major, self-confessed, and it does.
All right, let's see if it works, Josh.
2013.
Match point. Game point, excuse me.
Okay.
Was it out? Did Duncan save him?
No, I don't know. I really don't.
Yeah.
14,
better
20,
hit it.
So much for my psych research. I wasted my time. Oh, it's another edge. They are burning lines. If they're not out, they're burning lines. I mean, they're edges of the edge. But here we go for yet another match point. They are determined on this one. 2014, looking to finish. Oh my goodness, they can't quite. It is just roll. All right, hey, we love it. We love more pickle. We're back. So it's 15, 20. Jake serve.
Where it gets interesting, Josh.
16,
That's
20.
a missed serve.
I said it earlier.
Okay.
They did not want to see 16. Let's see if they can
Josh, it was 2010, I think,
yeah,
at one
it was.
point,
And
so.
let me tell you, right now, the adrenaline's starting to build in a not-so-welcome way. This kind of adrenaline makes you tight.
Yeah, definitely. And tight in pickleball is hard because when you're tight, your grip is tight. When your grip is tight, you pop thirds, you pop dinks.
2016. 2016.
Thought a ball was,
yeah,
thought a ball was coming on the court there.
2016.
Man, I'd love to do that if it's ever just a rocket serve.
And that one is long.
Ooh.
Great game. great game. So Team Homer edging out Team Smith 21-16, securing the beloved Dream Breaker.
We love it. We love to see it. It's like it was destiny on Court 1, Week 1 of the main season of the Sundance League, and we're into a Dream Breaker. After having fasted from the Dream Breaker for the last month.
Well rewarded. Connor, we're being entertained. They're giving. The athletes are giving. Pickleball
they're just so generous. We're excited to say that this is the most viewers that we've had on a live stream so far. So thanks everyone for joining us. If you're watching, feel free to throw a comment in the chat if there's something you want to hear, any questions you may have. Josh and I are happy to answer it. Meanwhile, so obviously we have the matchup going here on Court 1, but at the same time, we do have 3 other matchups happening on the court surrounding us. So when we get a chance to sneak away here, we'll try and give you an update. I don't dare say the names of the other teams by memory because I know I'm going to butcher.
Yeah.
But we do have 6 other teams that you haven't seen so far that are playing. And in the event that we finish first, we'll try and move those other matchups to Court 1 so we can get more of the action. So if you don't know what a Dream Breaker is...
talk us through it, Con.
So... me being a singles player, I got to say that I do like the Dream Breaker because it turns into a singles format. But we've seen doubles so far. The Dream Breaker is a singles format. Every 4 points, the players will rotate. So they started the matchup doing some kind of coin toss, and one team, the teams get to decide who shows their lineup first. When we shift to the Dream Breaker, now the other team has to show their lineup first, and the remaining team gets to respond to it, so they get to decide the matchups.
And when you say show their lineup, you're talking about they show their roster and the order of which players play and like the order of that.
That's exactly right. So when you show your roster in the doubles matchups, it is to the advantage of the team who responds to the lineup because they get to decide what the mixed matchups are. If there's a certain strategy they want to play, if there's a matchup that they want, they get to determine that. And they say, hey, we want these 2 to go against these 2. Well, it switches in the Dream Breaker. So now, if you want to, whatever your strategy is, you get to decide those matchups in singles. And it's interesting because not everyone is a singles player. Yeah. So if you are a singles player, you become a bit more valuable in the MLP format. But again, it's also so hard because it's just 4 points.
Right.
So it's really hard to get into a rhythm. It's rally scoring. So even if you are a good singles player, it's only 4 points at a time.
We've seen some funny ones over the years where, talk about upsets. This is where it can happen, where a notoriously good singles player will come out and get taken 3-1 by somebody who really just doesn't play singles ever.
Yeah, seriously. It's like, in a server scoring format, it'd be, taking the cake, but rally scoring, anything can happen. Although I will say, I think the gentlemen here, just based on their pure athleticism, how quick they are in the doubles matchups, I think everyone here is probably comfortable playing singles, at least from the fellas' side.
They can just cover so much court, right? Their shot shapes are solid. Their rolls are great. Forehand and backhand, it's going to be a great shape every time. They're going to use cuts typically for defense, right? They're going to use rolls typically for offense, whether it be backhand or forehand, which produces these shapes that we've come to see and that gets so familiar.
Strategy in singles is also a bit different. When you compare tennis to pickleball, the doubles pickleball varies significantly from the game of tennis, what you would see watching, Wimbledon or the US Open. Because, there's more resets, there's more dinking. When you come to singles, the strategy is very similar to tennis. There's just 2 players on the court. A lot of the shots will originate from the baseline. You're not really third shot dropping as much anymore. You're trying to drive that ball and keep your opponent back. You're still trying to dominate the net, but you have to be a lot more careful about when you come to the net, because if you approach on a bad ball, your opponent can just drive. Yeah, they can pass you. They can drive it down the line. They don't need to put a lot of power on it. They can just, accurately place it. So it's still about coming to the net. Typically, whoever dominates the net will win. But this time, you have to be much more cautious about approaching.
What's a good ball to come into the net on? There's the holy grail of all questions in singles pickle.
Yeah, seriously. Ideally, if you can get a ball where it's deep and you have your opponent moving their feet, that's probably a good indicator that you should come to the net. Because if they're moving their feet, they're on the run, they're maybe not going to be able to put that ball exactly where they want it. And if it's deep, obviously, it's going to force a harder return by them. On the flip side, if you hit a short return, you're going to take a big gamble rushing the net because your opponent is now going to be in the middle of the court and they can put the ball wherever they want.
Advantage, don't they? I would be interested to see. That one just caught Josh in the eyeball.
Oh, yikes. I didn't even see
watch
it.
This, right? Boom, there.
Ooh, right off the tip of the paddle.
He's okay, though, thank goodness. Yeah, I'm pleased to see more players wearing eye guards, especially at the pro level, because, you know, the pros are what the fans are watching. The pros are the images we're constantly seeing, and that's what amateur pickleball's following, by and large. So when we see pro players wearing eye guards, it's easier and, dare I even say, cool for amateurs to wear eye guards too. And at the end of the day, guys, pickle. Let's have a good time, but be safe, right? We need our eyes. For crying out loud. Crikeys, do we need our eyes?
Yeah, absolutely. And it helps when the most dominant player in the sport, world #1 in singles, doubles, and mixed doubles, Annalie Waters, she wears eye guards. Yeah.
And she has from the beginning. She did from the start. I remember when she was 12, when she first started playing with the Minto US Open with her mum. It was Annalie and Lee Waters, and if I remember correctly, they actually ended up heading off in the finals against Callie and Catherine Parento, who at the time were playing together, and that was Callie's first US Open. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, if I've misspoken, somebody fact check me, but I'm almost certain that was the event. But again, a 12-year-old Annalie Waters.
Can you believe what you just said? A 12-year-old.
She was she was a phenom from the beginning, right? Obviously, it was ridiculous. Just really, really talented soccer player. I've had a chance to speak with Annalie, Lee, and their father, who's never far away, and it's just been a really good fit from the beginning for them to be able to go all in on pickle. And boy, does she go all in.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, and it's not even close either. She is like very
just
dominant.
Super dominant. One thing that's interesting to me, the vast majority of the players on tour, certainly the top 20 in men's and women's, all had pretty, illustrious collegiate tennis backgrounds, and some of them did have pro tennis backgrounds as well. So what I'm so impressed with Annalie is she did not have that collegiate tennis background. She didn't have time. She was 12.
Yeah, maybe she could have, because I think she did play. But yeah, you're right. She
wasn't exactly anything. Clearly would have been able to. She clearly would have been good enough. Obviously, that's a given. But yeah, just another freak athlete, right?
Well, the referee over here, scorekeeper Lorraine, has given us the 1-minute warning, so we're about to kick things off.
Rolling here soon.
Just because I'm a singles guy, Josh, I'm going to beat a dead horse here, but one thing I'm going to add to the singles strategy is that the serve and service return become so much more important and painful if you do wrong. If you hit a bad service return, you're allowing your opponent to just rip a third at you. But if you hit an easy serve, now your opponent can rip their return at you. So those first 3 shots become even more important than they are in the doubles matchup. And I cannot tell you how fun it is when you're doing it well, but how incredibly frustrating it is when someone's rocketing their serves at you and you just can't get a good return back, or like your serves just aren't enough and they're just ripping their ground strokes at you.
They're just kind of handcuffing you, aren't they? They're really taking away your ability to engage. Zeros.
Alrighty, here we go. And look at that.
Case in point. Thank you for teeing it up perfectly, Team Homer. Off to a roaring start. 1. Oh, that's a good ball. Takes Ryan the second time. 2-0. Ryan looking to tie this thing up. Again, it's only 4 points per matching. Three. Team Homer, 3-0. Ryan looking to reset and salvage something out of this. Oh, and he got a good ball. Tough ball. Great response.
This, Josh, is where you can clearly see who the tennis players are.
Yeah.
You know, I would bet good money that Josh comes from a tennis background.
And a really high-level tennis player at that. Because that was phenomenal. Speaking of really high-level tennis, Jake, who, if I remember correctly, BYU, right?
That's correct.
Here we go. 4-0, Duncan. Oh, tough ball, Team Homer.
Duncan is pumped.
Yeah, he is.
Just like you've said, Josh, just getting one ball back, keeping
Yep.
it alive.
Yep. 5-0, Duncan. Just barely long.
It was close.
Yeah.
I think it was long.
It was. I saw
Okay,
a gap from
good,
here. It was
good.
half
Yeah,
an
you
inch.
saw it.
Yeah. And that one will get it done. Team Homer on the board. 1-6. Jake getting some life into this campaign.
You don't usually want to wait that long to get on the board, but they'll take it.
That's a good ball. Nice baseline.
That's a very clutch finish by Jake to even out that series at 2-2.
2-6. Team Smith getting into the action. Now we got the ladies.
Josh, we mentioned Annalie Waters. Did you know that Maddie played Annalie Waters in singles?
Yes, I did. It's great to see everyone just going for it. Oh my goodness. Erin, full extension, 4 each. Maddie able to get that one done.
I don't think the
3-6.
match went exactly the way Maddie wanted it to, but hey, what an experience to be able to play against the #1 player in the world.
Yeah, and another passing shot to follow up on that one. So with that one, 4-6, and it's only a 2-point spread. Maddie looking to get the advantage on this one at 3-1. Wow. One more touch. Great pickle.
Good court coverage there by Maddie. Excellent job by Erin of making her move around. And, man, Maddie almost got that one back.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're quick back into the next serve.
7-4. Oh, net tip. Maddie will take that series. 5-7. Shay and Liz.
And they needed that.
Heat.
Yep, and they needed that. Team Smith needed that. They get a 3-1 there in that matchup.
Liz takes the net quickly. Oh, nice. That's good finish. Shay might have saved her on one of those.
Yeah, she did.
You saw that too.
I think she did.
But still, able to keep it together and come out victorious on that point. 8-5. Shay. Lob. Catches edge. Lob return. Nice. Shay looking to close. I like their feet. I like their choices. Just the ball wasn't able to return the favor, right?
Man, those overheads are so scary.
Yeah. I love to see lob. Oh, that's a good spot. That's a nice roll. The ball just higher than Liz wanted it, right? Giving Shay the angle. So with that, 9-6, Shay. Good serve. Tough break. So.
Hey, it's okay. You got to go for it.
Yeah, you have to, right?
Like, you can't, if it's a good serve, you can't just get the ball back. You still have to do something.
Yeah, because it's over otherwise. So, 10-6. Back to the beginning. That one sails wide.
and Ryan kind of yelling that very adamantly, saying, hey, I'm not going to get 0-4 this time.
Right. Oh, that's a rip. That's
okay.
A big ball.
And maybe an exclamation point to that, I am not going to get 0-4.
Yeah, maybe 2. 8-10, Ryan. Another bomb. That's a good shot.
That is
He's firing. He's coming out with a point to prove.
Yeah, and he played that. That ball was in, but it was really close.
Yeah, it was skipping off the paint. Oh, tough net, and he settles the score. 4 apiece.
Look at that.
It'll be so interesting to see how they go in their next round. If we get one.
So, despite starting up 4-0, then 6-2, we're now tied at 10. Let's see who gets the change.
That was a huge turn of events. So, 10s. And that one sails long.
Okay, Team Smith coming back, getting the changeover. 11-10.
Keeping it real, keeping it exciting. This is the dream breaker. This is what we wanted, guys.
Josh, I am nervous.
Yeah, I'm feeling
this
it.
This is week 1, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like it's all on the table yet, but.
But no, I'm feeling the pressure as well. And these athletes responding. Great finish. Oh, he went straight back down there. Such a good choice. Clearing court. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, Duncan was chasing the angle down the other way. Jake saw it. Oof.
And with that, Team Smith in control, 13-10. Oh. Did he look? Was that a no look? He goes, boom, yes it was. He looked. He sold it with his eyes. I love it. So with that, 14-10.
And
women back on stage.
And Josh, another 4-0 on that set there.
Yeah. Oh, Aaron coming in.
Good.
Back.
I like it. That's a much needed point by Team Homer to stop the bleeding.
11-14. Aaron. And Maddie taking care of business. She knew she had her. You could see Aaron was kind of stuck on that spot, reaching. She got it.
I think we might have had a kitchen fault there.
You think you saw feet on the line? Another one. Big ball. Nice ball down the line.
Josh, if you take a look around us, it looks like the other matches might have finished up, and so
this is it.
You can kind of see it on the screen, but the sidelines are lined with fans watching. There's a lot of eyes on this matchup.
Oh, wow. Team Smith just taking a considerable lead here. 17-11. And the roster is rolling. So Liz to serve to Shea. 17-11. Approaching match point. Okay.
Hey, if Team Smith can come back like that, you know, Team
Absolutely.
Homer can do it just as well. Let's see if they do it now.
Yeah, I mean, the first round of these matchups gave us an example of that. 12-17, Shea. Oh, it was in. It was in. My goodness. The world stood still for just a brief moment. 13-17.
She barely got to that ball, and she hit it perfectly, just high enough that Liz couldn't get it.
Oh, that's a nice pass. Shea approaching net, and Liz seeing, reading, and hitting the ball that got it done.
That's an incredible backhand pass by Liz.
18-13, Liz. Oh, that's a nice ball. That's a nice ball. So with that, 14-18. Really good action. The Dream Broker is delivering as promised. This is why we love it, man. This is what it's all about, mate. Big, strong start. Ryan firing out the gate. 19-14. Match point Eve. Oh! Ryan is in the corner. You cannot see it on the camera, but he is in the corner against the fence.
He was on the ground, like basically back against the fence, and just like looked to his teammates and just yelled because he got there.
So with that, match point. Here it is, right now.
Oh, Josh, it is tense.
Oh, not yet. Not yet. Josh says not yet.
That's clutch. That is clutch defense by Josh. Way to cover the court.
15-20.
It's tight. The tension is palpable right now.
Yeah.
The fences are lined. Everyone's watching
Smith
here.
has to be serving to get a point, remember. Oh, he went for it. He went for it. But because of the freeze, no blood, no foul,
No foul. Yep, exactly. They'll have a chance to win it here. That ball, that high volley that Ryan hit, there was a decision there that Josh had to make.
And he went around it.
Yeah, he went around it. I was wondering if he was going to move forward and just smash it out of the air.
Thinking.
He let it bounce.
Here we go. That'll do it. That'll do it. 21-15. Fantastic action, guys. So, to summarize, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, take a breath.
Out. Team Homer in a clutch dream breaker, 21-15. That was a great matchup. If that is any indication of what we have in store this season, we are in for a treat.
Yeah, seriously. That was the first match that we streamed.
How are we going to do this twice in a row next week?
Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm exhausted after that.
Well, that was just awesome. I hope you guys are entertained. I sure as heck was.
Josh, I see Team Thorn. It looks like they're warming up their singles game. They might be done, but if they're warming up, I wonder if they waited so we could put them on court one. We'll find out if there's still more pickleball to be seen. But
yeah, we'll let you know, folks, because if there's more pickleball action, we are bringing it to you live from Championship/Center/Court 1 here, Club Pickleball USA. This is Sundance, the regular season now. All of these athletes competing for a shot at the coveted $20,000 purse. I'm Josh Smith with Connor Bernal. We are so excited to be bringing you this action. Lots of content, lots of good players, lots of really fun pickle.
Yeah, this was a really fun night. Great way to kick off the main season. And some sweet revenge for Team Smith.
That was anyone's. Till kind of the tail end there, that really was like, till it was done, that was anyone's. Good stuff. So what do we go? We went Team Smith getting the edge on Team Home initially, 21-13. Then Team Homer getting it back, 21-19. Then Team Smith getting it back, 21-17. Then Homer comes out to tie it up, 21-16. And then the Dream Breaker. And the Dream Breaker had lead changes.
Yeah.
It was as exciting as the other games. I mean, it just went back and forward. That was a seesaw if I've ever seen one, mate. Or what do we call it here? What do kids play on that it goes?
Teeter-totter.
Teeter-totter, thank you. That was a teeter-totter.
Oh, seesaw, not as common, but we still say that.
Yeah, very, very nice. Very good stuff.
Josh, I'll be right back. I'm going to go do some digging, see what I can uncover about the other matches, if there are any still going on, or if I can get some scores, I'll do that as well.
Okay, folks, we're going to leave you to it. For now, we will be back. We're going to find out if we can get you more action, more pickleball content. Bear with us. We'll know shortly.
Okay, Josh. So get this. Of the 4 matchups tonight with 8 teams, 3 of them went to Dream Breaker.
Oh my.
Okay, so obviously we saw the finish here. Very exciting. We had Team Thorn against Team Boydston, and Team Boydston pickled them 4-0.
Okay.
Okay, so that one was a bit of a sweep. Then we had Team Adamson against Team Barrett.
Okay.
That one went to Dream Breaker.
Okay.
And I'm not quite sure how it finished exactly, but also a close one. And it was like by 3 points, is what I was told.
Oh my goodness. So
a really close one.
So they're all wrapped though. They're all finished.
Yep. So they're all done. And then the final one was Team Larson against Team Hall, and I guess Team Larson was down in the Dream Breaker, and they came back to win it.
My goodness.
Going on a 4-0 run. Mackenzie Hosea went 4-0
Seriously?
and she won it. So it was incredibly close. They came back. So, I mean, we had a great matchup on court
yeah,
one. It looks like we could have just entered the lottery there and picked any
of them, any of those matchups. Yeah, that's lights out. And this is why it's just so fun to be able to see that kind of drama unfold right in front of you. I mean, it's gone back and forward. They all did it. What a night.
Yep.
You folks are in for a treat. Keep joining us. We're going to keep bringing this to you. All of this pickleball action, all of this pickleball content. I'm Josh Smith.
And I'm Connor Bernal.
We'll see you next time.
Thanks, everyone.